I just wanted to quickly jump on and say to you, hello buddy, say to you about some weird stuff that goes on in the world of chemistry. Just hang on a minute because this is quite interesting. So we have a product, right, that's called, there's an element that's called chlorine. It's a gas. It's a nasty gas. It's actually a gas that's been outlawed in warfare. And if it gets into your lungs and mixes with the water in your lungs, it turns into acid. It's nasty, nasty. What a nasty way to die. Okay, right. Then, so you got that. Now let's take sodium. Sodium itself is a metal. It's a very soft metal. You can cut it with a butter knife quite easily. It doesn't like oxygen. It reacts quite nastily with oxygen. And if you chuck it in water, when it reacts with the hydrogen in the water, oh my goodness, it's almost like it'll explode. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. You bring those two things together, and that's the stuff that you sprinkle on your chips. Sodium chloride, salt. Really weird. So that's that chemistry. That's that chemistry thing, right? So right, hydrogen. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, right? And it's what we are made of. There's mostly hydrogen in us. Making up the H2O, the water, right? So hydrogen is very, very explosive, very, very flammable. Okay, really flammable, and it's got an excellent return on energy values. Okay, if only we could get our cars to run on it. So you've got oxygen, which is always wrongly labelled as flammable. It's not flammable. Oxygen is not flammable, but oxygen is needed in the fire process. Always. It's always needed in the fire process. So somewhere in that triangle, in the fire triangle, one of them needs to be oxygen, but oxygen itself does not burn. Okay. When you bring those two together, it creates water, which would put a fire out. Yeah? Mad. If you bring it together in the right way, it has an exothermic reaction, right? That's rocket fuel. So a lot of rockets you see taking off, that's actually hydrogen and oxygen being brought back together in a certain way. It creates an exothermic reaction that propels the rocket with immense force up into the sky, and the smoke that you see coming out the back is just steam. The byproduct is water. Yeah. Now that's H2O. If you just move along the table a little bit and say H2O2, do not drink that. Don't drink that. That's hydrogen peroxide. So you see, it's really weird. Chemistry is so fascinatingly weird. Yeah, hydrogen peroxide. You know what they do? They put it in their hair to bleach their hair, apparently, and dentists might use it on the teeth to bleach teeth and stuff. So yeah, chemistry blows my mind. It really does, and I'm not going to stop learning.